Salut YouTube, welcome back to my channel. As you can hear by my horrible accent, I'm French, and today we're going to update my 2020 project plan. J'ai déjà tellement chaussé la crise. Let's start with my Makeup Forever Mattifying primer. Last time I couldn't draw online, this time I can, but you know, I used it like 2 hours ago to do my face today, and I had marker all over my fingers, and it's really bothersome, so I'm not going to mark it. But if I marked it, it would be like here, and I don't know why I have an air bubble. I didn't have it any before. Anyway, now it's weighing 15.7 grams. I lost 1.28 grams and I used it 14 times. Next on the list is my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I actually stopped using this foundation on June 13th because that's the day that I stopped using my Kat Von D foundation. I'm going to roll it out of this project, even though I'm going to use it with, I think, with my CoverGirl and Olay foundation that I draw from my 10 uses project. I'm just not gonna track this foundation. It's too thick right now. Like today it's really hot and I just don't want something thick on my face, so I only used it 5 times and I lost 0.73 grams. Now for the surprise, it's my Fenty Pro Filt'r concealer. Last time I said, what did I say? I think I said that it was almost done, and as you can see it looks pretty full. It's just because I put inside my Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer in the color Y49. So I'm actually gonna roll the Ultra HD concealer in because, well, I'm using the Pro Filt'r like container. The other one is not a surprise. Wait, I think this one was the surprise because I said last time that I had a lot left, but I didn't. I just had 5 uses left. As you can see, it's really like scraped. I took out the stopper last time, so this is completely done. I still have products like at the bottom of the container, but I just can't get it. I'm going to roll a second concealer. I'm going to roll my Pro Longwear concealer. I haven't marked it yet. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the side because I think I heard that if there is like anything on the bottle you can't back to mark it, so that's not the goal. I'm actually using my Makeup Forever concealer on my lids and my MAC concealer on my under eye. Because it's getting really hot right now, I think I'm gonna use more my Pro Longwear concealer than my foundation, but that's another project. If you want to know which foundation I'm talking about, check out my 26 by 26. I'm going to link it here. Now let's talk about powder. I'm using my Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the color Translucent Medium Deep. Once again, I cannot draw a new line. I don't know what's going on with this powder. I don't know what to do. I'm getting bored of using this, but I really need the container. Well, I'm not using it as a base like I said last time. The foundation that I'm using is quite thin, so it tends to kick up there. Also, I forgot to say, with my primer, I used to put it here, but with my color corrector and the foundation, it just looked thick and crusty. So I'm only using it here and on my forehead and obviously my nose. Then we're going to talk about my Kiko Beyond Limits Hydrating Serum in spray. I used that 11 times and I lost 8.88 grams. It is getting so hot in France that I think I'm going to use that as a cooling spray bottle. Cooling spray. because it's not about, anyway, you know what I mean. I already used it as that today because I'm just dying right now. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be gone by the next update. Then my Sephora blush. With this one, I have steady progress. I used it 12 times. Last time I used it, I think 13 times, I think, something like that. And I used up 0.14 grams. So now it weighs 25.89 grams. I feel like when I wear it, you can't see it, or I just want more blush right now. I don't know which one it is. So right now I'm using a like brighter blush and I'm putting this over the top. I think like 2 days ago, I tried to wear a lipstick as a blush because everyone is talking about cream blushes, and I just don't want to. I want to buy one, but I don't want to buy one. So I searched in my drawer, in my lipstick drawers, and I found two e.l.f. lipsticks that are pretty much, they're kind of old, so I think I'm gonna use them as cream blushes. They are still good texture, no smell, but I think I'm gonna use them as blushes because I don't really like the color of them on my lips. So yeah, I think I'm going to use a little bit less each time because yeah, I'm gonna use it as a topper. But my goal is still to hit pan. But I don't know if you're going to see, but I feel like some part are developing hard pan. I have like slump all over the pan, and yeah, I don't know if it's hard pan or if it's the texture of the blush, but I still have a blush when on my cheek when I use it, so no problem. And it's pretty much brand new. It's really hard pressed though. Maybe it's that. Then we're going to talk about my Vivo eyeshadow that I use as a bronzer slash contour, and yeah, I pressed it. It's just that I was really struggling to get product because I was swirling so much my brush, and I'm using a really small brush, and I kept swirling and swirling, so I decided to repress it. And also because I was getting bored of using like 0.07 gram each update, so yeah, I repressed it. While I repressed it, I think I lost 0.03 gram. I don't know if it's important, but I waited it when I finished repressing it, and once it was dry. Last time it was 19.17 grams, and now we are at 18.98 grams. So I used the 0.19 grams, which is finally I think I'm gonna hit pan. Well, you could say that I have hit pan, but I think I'm gonna really hit pan in the middle where you can see pan, because I don't know why I had a hole there. So yeah, and I've like mini pans on the side, but I'm really not touching there with my brush. So yeah, more progress than any other update. I'm really happy. Then we're going to talk about a product that I forgot for half of the month. It's my Kiko Pop Revolution eye marker. This one I only used it twice. No, this one I only used it 6 times, and frankly it was the beginning of the month, so we only lost like 0.03 grams. I'm not a lion girl. I'm just not. Then we're going to talk about my Zoeva graphic brow fix. This one I used it a little bit less than last time. I only used it 13 times. So I used the 0.14 grams, which is still good, still steady progress. It's just that when I was like tallying what I used at the end of my makeup, I realized that I had forgot to put that on, and I was just too lazy to grab it and put it on, so that's why I have a little bit less usage. By the way, I really have no hope of finishing this before the end of the year. The next product was my Kiko Skinny Fit kajal that I use as a lip liner, a brown lip liner. I used it 9 times and I used up 0.13 grams. Oh, by the way, my window's opened, so sorry about the noise, but if not, I'm gonna die. I think it's going to take me like 3 to 4 months to finish it. It depends. If I concentrate on my if I focus on my NARS sample, which compared to last time I at least opened and used it 4 times, if I focus on that, I should use more my lip liner. If I'm lazy like last month, yeah, it's going to take much more time. And if I roll lip gloss in a project, it will also help me to use it. So, but I think I think it's going to take me 3 to 4 months to finish it. But I finished it. I finished my contour edition from Bourjois. Today was my last use. As you can see, it is so tiny. I actually hurt my fingers trying to sharpen it today, so this one is done. I used it 13 times and I used a 0.75 grams. My first finished lip liner, finally, oh my god. And my last product for today is my Colourful lipsticks in the color Ailery. I didn't use that a lot. I only used it 3 times, but because I was working on my Bourjois, because I was working on my Bourjois lip liner, so yeah, I didn't use that a lot. But for 3 uses, I still got a lot done. Like, it shrank a lot for me, I think. Well, I have fuller lips, so it helps. It still surprised me that with 3 uses I got that much done. And the other thing that surprised me a lot was that with 3 uses I only used up 0.03 gram. Like what? And finally, because I almost forgot about them, I used up 2 perfume samples. I used up the Eau de Toilette Sauvage from Dior. I think it's a male perfume again. Didn't like that a lot. And I finished a sample from Giorgio Armani, the Sea perfume, Eau de Parfum. Okay, this is my favorite perfume at the moment. I'm pretty sure I had a lot of sample of Sea, and now I have only 2. Okay guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed my video, like, subscribe, and I will see you into my next video. Bye bye.